Welcome to Spreadsheet. I'd like to take you through data entry into a spreadsheet using forms very fast without struggle. Unlike when you enter data just on the cells of a spreadsheet. For instance, let's start with data here. Assume you have some data here, like you have name of a student. You have what he has scored in admission number. You have admission number, and you have like the marks he has scored that term. The marks he has scored that term. Now, if you are dealing with such data, like let's say now you want to enter data within you must highlight the range where you want to cover data. First of all, you must look at your access toolbar here and see where there are forms. You realize there are no forms. For you to activate the forms here, you go to File, then you go to Options. Then on the Options dialog box, you click on Quick Access Toolbar. So on the Quick Access Toolbar, ensure here we have what we call All Commands. So on the All Commands here, you find Forms. You can click anywhere and press F so that you get forms very fast. You get forms. So you find forms here. This is the form. When you get the form, you add them, and then you must click here. That is, you tick here, Show Quick Access Toolbar below the ribbon. If you tick there, then you click OK. Then you realize that your toolbar has come back here below the ribbon. If you want them to be above the ribbon, you click here, then you click Show Above the Ribbon. Like for me, I like them when they are above the ribbon. If you wanted them below the ribbon, you still click here, then you click Show Below the Ribbon, then they'll be here. But for me, I like them when they are above the ribbon. So after now, you have the command here, you have the form here. And what you do, you highlight the range where you want to enter data. This is what I want to use to enter data. You just highlight the range. The range must be a single data. So you highlight, a single range and not multiple range. So you highlight them. Then from there, you click on the form. So when you click on the form, it will ask you, Microsoft cannot determine which row is whatever. Then you click OK. If you click OK, it is this one is sheet 1, but maybe if you had named the sheet, it can give the name of the sheet. If you had named the sheet, it gives the name of the sheet. Then from there, you start entering data, like all the data that you are given. Like you are given John Kamau, very fast. Admission number, you have it, like that is the admission number, the marks he has scored for that term, you have it. Then you click and you press enter, then you click new, you continue. You have another person like James. If you had another person like James, then you have admission number like that, and then you have the marks he has scored. Then you continue, press enter. You have another person like Felix. Right, Felix. Then he has scored like you continue. He has scored like admission number. He has scored like that, and then you press enter. So you continue that. You will be able to enter. Okay, you can continue entering. You can continue entering like Paul. If you had Paul, that is Paul. If you had a person like Paul, admission number, you continue. He has scored like, let's say 89. I scored like, let's say it's 9. Then if I press enter, Paul, okay, you have, I was talking about Paul. Talk about Paul Jean, admission number. Yes, code like that. You press enter. You continue. That means it is not just limited to whatever you had, where you had highlighted. You can continue. You can continue like. If you continue like that, press enter, the data will still continue flowing. It's not necessarily where you had highlighted, but it will continue as long as it is in those 3 columns. The data will continue up to the maximum that you were entering. So there are some things you can do here. New, you've seen how to use it. If I want to delete the data, for instance, I can search a data. Like I want to search like admission, I want to search using criteria, that is using, I can use admission number. I want to search like 5658. So if I click next, find next, okay, I was to click find previous, 5658. If I click find previous, 5658, find previous, it will give me Felix Ngujiri. It is Felix Ngujiri. Then if that is Felix Ngujiri, you can be able to see and even change. If I want to change the marks, I change to 58, then I press enter, it will automatically change there. Or if I wanted that Felix Ngujiri, let's say I wanted that Felix Ngujiri admission number 5658, that is on the criteria, of course, 5658, then I say find previous, it is Felix Ngujiri. So if I want to, I can change here to 58, let's say for 56. So if I want again this, if I change by mistake, I want to get back to where he is 58, I restore, it will give me 58, the previous that I had recorded before. So you see how to use restore, how to use delete. If I want to delete the data, I'll just click delete. It will ask display record will be permanently deleted. If I click OK, that means I've deleted that student from there. I can decide to delete 5658 here again. There is this 5658. That is Paul has no marks. I can enter. Paul now has marks. So that is how we enter data very fast. Now, I want to show you another criteria. In case, another scenario, for instance, I use spreadsheet to enter my student marks. Like here, I have exam 1, term 3, exam trial 2 exams, and I had exam 3. So all these within. So if I want another exam 4 here, I have the same names here. There are all my students here. Then remember, you have your papers. Now struggling to enter that data, now you come here, like if it is Muthe James Kibet you are looking for, you look where he is so that you enter the mark there at the end. Now the better thing to do, just bring, write, for instance, create a column in between. I can create a column like if I want the name and the admission number. I can create a column now in between this and this so that I have a column here and have the marks there. Later I'll delete it, but I'll use it for my benefit. Like if I highlight this, then I right click and then I click insert. I'll be able to have another column here. Let me assume I give it as at mark. If I give it as marks, then I want to fill the marks for all the students. Now what I do, you highlight that thing, because if I click mark here, if I make the mark here, for instance, if I make the mark there, and then I write this one because I need them, I write these ones because I need them, assume, let me undo, then I highlight this, up to here. Now after highlighting that, I can press control and highlight here, and I highlight this column. So assume I do that. Is it possible to enter marks? If I go to my form, this can't be done on a multiple range selection. You can only select a single range and try again. You are supposed to use a single range, but you cannot use multiple range. And therefore, that is why I told you that the better way to do is you come and create another column here, so that you have a single range from here. You have a single range from here up to there, from here up to there. Then that is a single range. You have a single range, so that if I click now on this form, I'll be able now to see all the students. Now, assume now I'm using the papers. The papers, I know my core is at first, then so that means if I want a student, maybe a student is down there at the 612, the use criteria. I click criteria, I write 8612. 8612 I know is P Irungu Macharia, so what I do, 8612 I write 8612. Then if I write 8612, that is the person I want to enter marks for. Remember, your what? The papers are written, the admission number and the names. So I want to see that student 8612. If I go, that is find next, because I know it is P Irungu Macharia, and I will be able now to enter the marks like 56. I press enter. So I go again and find the other one. That is, I go again to criteria and find the other person. Like if I want that Gatrimo at the end, 8658. So I want Gatrimo 8658. Then I find next. It is Martin Gatrimo. I'll be able to enter the marks. He has scored like 42. I press enter. I go again another student. Assume I'm looking for a student like Enos Ngure here. 8536. 8536. So 8536. As long as I click the criteria, as long as it is a criteria, you're dealing with criteria. That is the name 8536. You're dealing with criteria, of course. You're dealing with criteria 8536. 8536. That is Enos Ngure. So if I click, 8536, 8536, I click find next. I had not clicked on criteria. 8536, then find next. It's supposed to give me 85. It was 85. That person is not existing. 8536. 8536. I find next. 8536. There was an 8536 Enos Ngure. 8536 Enos Ngure. Now what you do, you click on criteria. Then I said 8536, then find next. Find next. 8536, it's supposed to give me the name of the person. 8536. If I've not clicked on criteria. Ensure you click on criteria first. If I click on criteria first, then let me find like Eston. If I have 8597, 8597. If I find next, find next, 8597, had not clicked on criteria. Assume I'm looking for Wycliffe 8622. You click on criteria first, then 8622, then I click find next. Find next. It should give me the name of that student. I forgot to click on criteria. Then find previous, because now I had moved ahead. If you had moved ahead, you must go back. Find previous. So I give the mark like 89. So and then I press enter. So I'm able to see that person. It has given you 8633 whom you don't want. Maybe you are looking for somebody. If you are looking for somebody, like this is it's a 637, 8637. If I'm looking for 8637, of course, first of all you click criteria 8637, then you press find next. It's Venus Gitonga. You give the marks, then you press enter. So you continue that way. You will be able to enter for all your students, the marks for all your students. So such that after you enter the marks, you see how to find previous and created. That's how it's used. How to create a new. If I want new students, I want to add a new student without struggling. You click new. You're able to give the name like if I talk about a person called Kimori Paul. Then admission number is a newcomer. Admission number is that. Then he has scored this time. He started with that mark. Then I press enter. I'll have a new student here. I'll have a new student recorded here. I will have a new student recorded here. And therefore, so that is how you use all this and enter data very fast. Then after entering, I'll close my form. Then after closing my form, I'm now able to copy all the marks. Remember, you can copy all the marks and take the marks where you wanted the marks to appear. I can even cut the whole thing. I cut the whole thing and take it where I want it to appear. If I wanted now exam 3 on this other end, that is where my exam 3 is supposed to be. I control this is you copy, I can copy, then I bring it on this other end because that's where I want my marks to be. Control V, so I have all my marks there. I can control Z, so that I start from here. Control V, all my marks are here. So if those are the marks that you wanted, then you didn't want this column, the column that we created. If you didn't want the column that you created here, you can delete the column. You can delete the column, it does not now appear, and now you have all your marks as per the student's admission number and what you wanted. After entering all the marks there, you'll be able to have them. So that is how we enter data so easily by using forms. That is how we enter data so easily by using forms. I hope this tutorial has assisted you, and I ask you to subscribe for me as you wait for the next upload that will be on how to design forms and develop systems by using Excel. Developing systems by using Excel, and we shall start with designing of forms by using Visual Basic. Thank you for listening to me, and God bless you.